Join me as I challenge myself to stop comparing my life to others for an entire week. Can I do it? Absolutely. Here's a longer and deeper motivational analysis on how to stop comparing yourself to others, crafted to be emotionally rich, mentally empowering, and spiritually liberating, perfect for deep personal reflection and transformational content. Comparison is a war you didn't consciously enter, yet every day, you find yourself battling invisible enemies. Their weapons, curated lives, filtered achievements, highlight reels on social media, subtle brags in conversations, and before you even realize it, your joy, your peace, your confidence, they begin to shrink. The worst part, the enemy is not them. It's not the successful colleague, the attractive influencer, or the friend whose life seems together. The real enemy is your belief that you are behind, lacking, or not enough. But here's the truth, you were never created to compete with anyone. You were created to become the fullest version of yourself, bold, whole, and aligned with your own divine timing. This is not just about stopping comparison, it's about reclaiming your mental freedom. It's about healing the wound of inadequacy that comparison keeps reopening. It's about finally stepping into your worth without apology. Let's dig deep into the layers of comparison, and peel back the truths that will set you free. 1. The hidden trap. Why comparison feels so natural. Let's be honest. Comparing yourself to others is effortless. You don't wake up and plan it. It happens automatically. Why? Because your brain is wired for patterns, measurement, and survival. In the past, comparison helped us stay alert, identify threats, and learn from others. But in today's world, where exposure is global, constant, and artificial, comparison has become toxic. You see people's peak moments, their filtered vacations, their achievements without their failures. And then you subconsciously use that data to judge your own self-worth. The problem is, you're not comparing real life to real life. You're comparing your reality to their illusion. The mind tells you, you're behind. But the truth is, you're on a different path. Comparison feels natural, but it's built on distorted information and false urgency. It creates internal suffering where there should be growth. 2. The pain of comparison. What you lose every time. Every time you compare yourself to someone else, something within you starts to erode. You lose joy, because you're focused on what you don't have. Gratitude, because you overlook what you do have. Clarity, because your attention is scattered. Self-trust, because you begin to question your journey. Peace, because you're not present, you're preoccupied. Comparison is not just about jealousy or envy. It's about spiritual exhaustion. It causes people to overextend themselves just to catch up, make choices that go against their values, abandon their passions in pursuit of approval. It poisons your relationship with yourself. And when you don't feel enough inside, no success, applause, or validation outside can satisfy you. 3. The lie of the finished product. The people you compare yourself to, they're still figuring things out too. They have doubts. They have pain. They have fears they hide behind perfect photos and polished speeches. You may be seeing the chapter 20 of someone's life while you're still in chapter 4. And instead of appreciating their chapter as a preview of what's possible, you use it as a mirror to reflect your failure. But your timeline is not broken. Your journey is not behind. Imagine this. You're a seed, comparing yourself to a tree that's already blooming. But seeds don't bloom overnight, they root deep first. Your time is coming, but if you keep comparing, you'll dig yourself out before you ever sprout. 4. The shift from comparison to celebration. The real transformation happens when you stop saying, "Why not me?" and start saying, "Good for them, and good for me, too." Celebrate others without diminishing yourself. Their success doesn't take away from yours. In fact, it expands what's possible for everyone. When you shift into celebration, you raise your own vibration. You create space for collaboration over competition. You attract blessings because your heart is open, not bitter. Start telling yourself, Their wind doesn't threaten me. Their light doesn't dim mine. If it's possible for them, it's possible for me, in my own way. 5. The healing power of gratitude. Gratitude is comparison's kryptonite. Comparison says, I'm lacking. Gratitude says, I'm blessed. The more you practice gratitude, the less your soul hungers for someone else's life. Because you begin to see the gold in your own. Try this. Make a, what I love about my life, list. Write down your recent growth. Not goals, but growth. Thank your past self for getting you here. You'll begin to see. You've overcome things others couldn't imagine. You've built resilience in silence. You've earned every scar, every smile, every breath. Gratitude reconnects you with your power. It reminds you that your life, though not perfect, is rich, evolving, and uniquely beautiful. 6. Define success on your terms. One of the biggest sources of comparison is the illusion of success. But ask yourself, who told me this is what success looks like? Am I chasing the dream or mine? If your definition of success is borrowed from someone else's script, you'll always feel misaligned. Maybe success for you is a peaceful home, not a corner office. Creative freedom, not corporate prestige. Inner peace, not public praise. You're allowed to want something different. You're allowed to define fulfillment for yourself. When your goals match your soul, comparison fades away, because you're walking your truth, not someone else's path. 7. Curate your environment. Don't underestimate the power of your environment. If you surround yourself with triggers, you feed the comparison monster. Protect your mental space. Unfollow accounts that breed insecurity. Follow people who educate, encourage, or align with your values. Spend time in nature, silence, or places that help you reconnect. Also, watch the people around you. Do they celebrate your growth? Do they pressure you to meet false expectations? Do they support who you are, or who they want you to be? Your tribe should remind you of your worth, not question it. 8. Recognize your unique value. No one else has your exact fingerprint. No one else has your combination of heart, perspective, pain, and purpose. You are unrepeatable. If you were meant to be like someone else, you would have been. But you weren't. So stop hiding your greatness behind other people's journeys. Step into your power. You have gifts the world is waiting for. Lessons someone needs to hear. Energy that can transform a room. You are not a copy. You are a calling. 9. Embrace your journey, even the struggles. What you call struggle, someone else may call strength. What you call delay, someone else may call divine timing. What you call imperfection, someone else may call authenticity. The parts of your story you're ashamed of, they're the very parts that will one day empower someone else. Stop comparing scars. Embrace yours. They are the proof that you survived. Every failure, every detour, every moment of confusion, it's all part of the masterpiece you're becoming. 10. Daily affirmations to rewrite your mindset. Use these affirmations every day to counter the comparison narrative. I am on my own path, and I trust its timing. I do not chase perfection. I choose authenticity. My value is not determined by others' achievements. I am growing. I am becoming. I am enough. I celebrate others and stay rooted in my purpose. Say them in the mirror. Write them in your journal. Let them rewire your self-belief. Conclusion. The only person you need to be better than. In the end, the only comparison that matters is, am I better than I was yesterday? This is a journey, not a race. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Comparison is noise. Your truth is the music. So silence the noise. Turn up your own volume. And walk boldly in your lane, because it was paved just for you. Comparing ourselves to others can have some serious negative effects. For one, it can really take a hit on our self-esteem. When we see someone else's seemingly perfect life, it's easy to feel like we're not good enough. We start to doubt our own abilities and wonder why we can't be as successful or as happy as they are. This can lead to feelings of anxiety and inadequacy, which can be really debilitating. Another issue with comparison is that it's a never-ending game. There's always someone out there who's more successful, more attractive, or more talented than us. And even if we do manage to come out on top in one area, there's always another area where we can be made to feel inferior. It's a game we can never win, and it's one that can leave us feeling pretty miserable. You are God's finest creature, you are the best of your kind, you are gifted and unique in your own ways, and being you is the best gift you can give yourself. If you enjoy watching this video, kindly subscribe, like, comment and share for more amazing content.